everybody, welcome back to the Racevice Smokehouse and Grill. Today we're going to be doing about a 9-pound pork butt. We're going to be using Killer Hog's hot barbecue rub along with Sweet Rub of Mine by Lambert's. Let's get to rubbing it. Okay, so first thing to discuss is that I did brine this overnight, so it went about 12 hours in water that I put kosher salt in, about a cup of kosher salt, and about 4 teaspoons or so, tablespoons of Sweet Rub of Mine in there. Let it get a little bit more flavor soaked in, get that salt to bring those juices in, give a little bit of flavor, but it's mostly to keep it moist. Whenever I brine a pork shoulder, it's always been moist, as opposed to where I don't brine it, sometimes it'll come out a little drier. So I prefer to brine. So first I'm gonna go with the Sweet Rub of Mine on top. And I'm not doing anything fancy with this pork shoulder. Not trimming it. It's trimmed pretty well already. So I'm gonna leave it go as is, and then I'm gonna go on top of it with the Killer Hog's hot barbecue. This stuff tastes great. This combination of the two is amazing to me. Comes out with great flavor and color. The color is phenomenal as well. So make sure it's packed in there nice and tight. We're gonna go ahead and get all sides. So when it's ready to pull apart, we'll have as much nice bark as we can get. Okay, so this is what we're looking at. Got it nice all and rubbed up. Now we're gonna go, this is gonna be an early morning cook, so I'm gonna let this sit in the fridge overnight, let this set up. It's gonna pull some of the juices out, kind of turn this into almost a sauce. And then we're gonna put it on the Weber Smokey Mountain in the morning. Cook this until it's about 200 degrees internal. Probably wrap it somewhere in around 160. We'll see how the cook goes. See you in the morning. Okay everybody, we've got the fire going. We're going to use the minion method here, which is having some unlit charcoal around the outside, put lit charcoal in the middle. So as it burns, you'll get a nice even steady burn through the life of the fire. I'm expecting this to take 6, 8, 10 hours. So the minion method's nice because it gives you a nice long slow burn. So we're going to let this come up to temp. I'm going to add some water to the water pan and we'll be back soon. For this cook, I'm using the Jealous Devil Chunx lump charcoal. First time using this brand of the Jealous Devil, usually just regular lump charcoal, but this is the first time with the chunks and it looks great. Lots of big chunks. So can't wait to try it. Be back. Okay, pork butts on, running the Weber Smokey Mountain at about 275. Internal temperature to start right around 42 degrees of the meat. So it's going to be a little bit of a cook here, but we'll check back in about an hour, see how she's coming along. Good looking piece of meat here. I do have the internal temp probe of the meat away from the bone. This is a bone-in pork butt. You don't want the You want to make sure that the temp probe is not touching the bone, because you'll get false readings. That bone will heat up quicker than the meat. So make sure it's just sitting there in the meat. And we'll come back in about an hour, give it a spray, check on its progress. Okay, about another 2.5 hours in, I'm gonna give her a look. Looking beautiful. Go ahead and give her another spray here and close it back up and let it go for a little bit longer. This is what I love about those rubs. Look at that great color it's got. It's exactly the color we're looking for. All right, we'll be back soon. It's been about 2 hours. Gonna take a look at it, give it a spritz. Let's go. Okay, it's coming along really nicely. Give it a spritz just to get some moisture on the surface. Keep that surface nice and wet. All I'm putting on there is a little water and some apple juice. Keep that surface wet with a little sweetness. All right, we'll be back in another hour or two. Hey, 2 more hours in, let's take a look. Man, look at that color. I love that red, dark, rich color. Give it another spray here. Right now the internal temp's about 150. So we're expecting it to go into a stall here soon, probably around the 160s. And then we'll go ahead and wrap it in foil, but we'll just let this bar keep setting up real nice here before we wrap it up. Okay, it's been another hour or so. We're reading inside about 165. Got really good color. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take it off, wrap it in some aluminum foil, give it a little spritz, and then put it back on and let it run its course the rest of the way. Okay, so we're gonna take this right off, put it right onto the foil. Give it a spritz, just to have some moisture inside the wrap. We had a little blowout there, right there. Nice and wrapped, fully covered. Yeah, if you have a little blowout like that, it's all right. Just make sure that it's completely covered up. Get that temp probe back in, covered up, and get back to cooking, and we'll be back once the temp reaches about 200. And we're going to check on this by checking the tenderness of how the probe goes in. It's going in like butter, right around 200, 201, right where we want to be, 201. Yep, so it's right where we want it. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it in a towel and put it in the cooler. And then we're gonna let it rest for a couple hours, and then it should just fall apart. That's how much charcoal we still have left after a 9-hour cook. It's amazing. Jealous Devil Chunx charcoal, great job again. Okay, first things first, we're gonna get this bone taken out of the way. Time to taste it. It's all pulled here. Take a little piece with the bark. Very moist. Get a lot of the pork flavor. It's super moist, which again, I think goes back to the brining of it. I really, really believe in the brining of it. Very tender, juicy. Great flavor. All right, well, we're gonna make some sandwiches and eat some dinner here. So If you enjoyed the video, go ahead, like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment, let me know what you think, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.